Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Just wanted to jump on and take a second. Um, just want to run through a couple things. A couple days ago, I posted a video and got some really good feedback on it, and even a question or two came up, and so I said, you know what, let me jump on. And so somebody told me, shout out Corey, that they'd be looking forward to just sort of me going a little bit further into what I was talking about. So the video I posted, I was talking about obsession, and I was talking about the fact that you can go on a blitz literally in 2-3 months if you're in sales. You know, if you're a business owner and you're in sales and there's a service business that you do or you sell something, you can go on a blitz, go on a campaign, and you can accomplish in a very short period of time what may usually take 8 months or usually take a year. That's something that we see all the time, and so wanted to jump on and just expand a little bit, just unpack a little bit what we talked about in terms of being obsessed. Because one of the things I was saying was, you know, part of success is just being obsessed with what it is that you do, what it is that you're about, whatever you're going after. If you become obsessed about that, then you can see that kind of results in relatively a short period of time. So I want to run through that a little bit. So I'm with Hope Inc. and what we do, literally help other people excel. That's who we are. It's what we do. And so it's Eaton here. And so obsession really is that idea or thought, right? That you continually preoccupy someone's mind. So first thing when you wake up, it's on your mind. You go to bed, it's on your mind. All day, you're thinking about it. That's what we're talking about when we talk about obsession. You got to get to a place where you obsess about something, where it takes your thought morning, in the noon, at night, like all day, you're thinking about ways, you're strategizing, right? Like you get to a place where this is just completely taking over your mind. And so that's what it deals with when it occupies your mind. Now, I know that often when we hear that someone's obsessed, there's a negative connotation to that. But there's a principle around that where when you become occupied with what you're chasing, what you're pursuing, what your goals are, like that's when you really become serious about it. That's when you become committed to it. And sometimes some people can look at that as a negative, but I think that's a positive, right? And so obsession is a result of, I believe, it's a result of conviction and the persuasion of faith. Like you may not know how, you may not see the path, but you're convinced in your heart, in your mind, you're convinced of something, okay? That's what I'm talking about when I talk about obsession. There is a reality that exists in your mind. You've envisioned it, you see it. It hasn't manifested in your reality yet, but somehow on the inside, you're persuaded, you're convinced. That's really what faith is, right? There's a conviction that happens inside in your heart before it even plays out externally for us. And so it made me think of a story I heard about a general that they had a task to take a ridge and take a beachfront. When they got off when they got out the water and was about to make it up to the ridge, the general turned around to the men that he had and he said, "Listen, now's your chance. It's a one-time offer." And he says, "If you want to go back, if you want to turn around, now is the time." But he says, once we get going, we're not turning back. And so the general ended up burning the ships, okay? Because there's no other option. There's no going back. There's no giving up. There's no quitting. We're just going forward. And so that's a result of being obsessed with the idea and with the goal and with the task at hand, with the mandate. Like, we got to make it work, got to make it happen. There's no turning back. So sometimes this leads into this idea of burning the ships. You know, sometimes the reality is we keep so many options open and we have so many fallback plans and so many plan Bs that we're really not really pursuing or committed to maybe the plan A. And so that's why I want to really just kind of expand a little bit about obsession. And so, you know, for those of you that read the text in the scriptures, I love what David said in Psalm 27, "One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after," right? So again, you see that idea, even in the context of the scripture, that when you're obsessed with one thing, then you'll pursue that. Then it doesn't matter what else happens. You know what your choice is going to be. You know what you have to do. So that decision and that commitment that we make to one thing, it's going to inform your choices and your decisions. Okay. And so I'm hoping that you begin to just see how important this is to become obsessed with that goal, that dream, that vision that you have, and pursue it. Jesus said, "For this cause came I into the world," right? So like everybody that has purpose is able to identify what that purpose is, and why they're here. And so this is really the question for all of us. Why are you here, right? What is your purpose in life? And so maybe you're pursuing a business, maybe you're pursuing a career, maybe you're pivoting or have pivoted. Maybe you're tapping into now your purpose here in life and on the earth. Why are you here? And I'm suggesting that when we become obsessed with that idea, we're going to start to make strides and move the needle forward towards our goals. And so for me, it became clear many years ago. Some of you may know Hope is my middle name. And several years ago, it hit me why I'm here. And that's simply to help other people excel. That's who I am. It's what we've always done. It's what we've always been about, helping other people excel. I love what Les Brown says. He says he was hungry. Okay. For those of you that don't know Les Brown, look him up, Google him. Steve Jobs talks about the fact that when you love what you do and you're passionate about what you do, it won't even be work for you. So Les Brown says, listen, I was hungry. That's an obsession. Okay. And when you're hungry, you'll feed, and what you feed grows. So I hope this serves you. Corey, I'm looking out for your response. Drop a line. We'll talk later. But that's what we were talking about. We talked about obsession. So if this serves you, if this helped out, I'm going to ask you to just hit us up with a like, follow us on the social media handles, look us up, subscribe. We're building a channel. So like, follow, and subscribe. But whatever it is that your goal is, I want you to start obsessing about that. Because when you do, you're going to start to see some massive results. And it doesn't have to take long. That's one of the things. Obsession can cut your time in half. All right. I hope this serves you.